Good?
Gotcha. All right, anytime.
Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Coffee with Father James. Well, you're probably simultaneously wondering where the heck am I and realizing where I am. I'm down by the water in a very significant portion of our parish, area of our parish. St. Paul's Church is just up the street here. And just over here, you can see the Halifax shipyard on the Halifax side. On December 6, 1917, the Halifax Explosion, the biggest man-made explosion before Hiroshima. The explosion was so great that thousands of people were killed, and the city was devastated. Now, people call it the Halifax Explosion. They don't call it the Dartmouth Explosion, but it significantly impacted Dartmouth, and it impacted our parish because many of our parishioners were killed. The parishioners who lived in Tufts Cove over by the power station and all along this area, these families were devastated. I'm talking about this because it's part of the rich history of this area. It's part of the heritage, the past that shaped us as a parish. And the past is something that we need to be informed about, we need to know about it, we need to own it and realize that it's helped to shape our sense of who we are. But a community that spends more time reflecting on the past than it does on the future probably doesn't have a future. And today, in this historic place, I'm going to talk to you about the future. I want to talk to you about the future of our parish and where we're going. Well, a couple of months ago, we communicated with parishioners the dream for our parish, our parish vision. We said the heart of Dartmouth, and you may have even seen the image of the heart with the smokestacks in the background, this great symbol of Dartmouth. And that is a vision that we dream of becoming at some point. The thing is about a parish vision, it should be something that you'll probably never get to because it's going to be big. If it's something you can do in 5 years, it's not a very challenging vision. But we believe that with God's help and with a whole bunch of miracles along the way, our community can grow in size, in impact, in compassion and love and welcoming, in generosity, and become the heart of Dartmouth. A place where people are welcomed, accepted, who are loved and helped to grow spiritually so that they can realize their God-given potential. As we look ahead into the future, as we look into September, we start up a whole bunch of programs. There's a lot of things, different things going to be happening, but I want to come back to one of the most important things that we're doing as a parish, and that is our evangelistic program, Alpha. Now this September, end of September, October, the Archbishop has asked every single parish in the diocese to launch their chosen tool of evangelization. And many parishes, like ourselves, are choosing Alpha. We started Alpha last year, we're going to do it again. Why is it so important? I want to come back to the heart of the matter. In Alpha, we learn about a new way of being church. Not just a church where we go 1 hour a week, where we celebrate the Eucharist, as important and as essential as that is. See, the Eucharist is meant to be the source. The Second Vatican Council said the Eucharist is the source and the summit of the Christian life. It's got to be the source of Christian life, of church life, and the summit of something. But if the Eucharist is standalone, and sadly for many Catholics, their only experience of church is the 1 hour a week thing, there's no community outside of the Eucharist. There's no experience of discipleship or evangelization, and many of our parishioners are not serving in ministry at this point. And so they experience a very truncated version of the Christian life. What does Alpha do that's so special? Well, number one, it is a tool to reach people on the outside. It's specially designed for that. It's a tool not primarily to feed sheep, but to catch fish. We can bring people in. If you have a spiritual conversation with someone who's not a churchgoer, if they're curious, what are you going to invite them to? Sometimes inviting them to Mass is not the best way to start. Alpha is a place you can invite people to. But Alpha is also a tool that can help us seasoned churchgoers begin to experience something different. Number one, we hear the gospel message in a fresh way that can lead us to a deeper encounter and relationship with Jesus. And there's not one single person in the world who couldn't benefit from that. It also opens up a new relationship with God our Father and a new experience of the Holy Spirit. It's a very important piece of Alpha. But the other thing it does is it teaches us about Christian community, the experience of small groups. It teaches us about the importance of friendship at the center of the church. Remember, Jesus says, I don't call you servants any longer, I call you friends. So set your calendars, September 24th, Friday night. I think that's the right date. If it's not, the guys will correct me in the edit. But we're doing Alpha on Friday nights. There are 36 spots. A lot of them are already taken. Please consider it. Please think about inviting someone, because as we go forward, this is going to be, I think, an experience that I'd love to see every single one of our parishioners go through. I know it's not what we did in the past, but the past, as important as it is, was for the past and is in the past. We want to head out into the future. Thanks for spending time with me today, and God bless.